God bless those Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Eagles podcast. We have a lot to discuss. I've had some technical difficulties with the last stream, but we're back now. And we're gonna kick it off right. Lane Johnson, he speaks on retirement. So retirement is in the near future for Lane Johnson. Chris Sims continues to disrespect Jalen Hurts. Okay, every year Chris Sims comes out with a top 40 quarterback countdown or whatever. Jalen Hurts is. We'll get to where his rank is on this list, and we're gonna discuss it a little bit. AJ Brown, this guy he could have played baseball. Okay, we're gonna discuss that. Him and Jalen Hurts, man, these dudes are like extremely athletic. You guys are actually hitting home runs, like in an MLB kind of setting. I mean, AJ Brown is a stud, bro. We're also going to talk about that. And last but not least, Jordan Davis season. This is his year. I'm not trying to hear anything else. That's it. This is definitely his year. There's been reports and things like that. How he's speaking, he sounds hungry. I think he's ready to roll. But let's get right into Lane Johnson. And let's just hear what he has to say regarding his future with the Philadelphia Eagles. JB Sports, what's up, man? He's gonna have a big year. What's up, bro? Let's get right into this. All right, because this is huge.
That'll keep you under contract too through 2026, maybe 37, I guess. Do you envision that being your last contract here? And do you think that'll make it here?
Yeah, hopefully. 37, that'd be pretty old. I'm happy where I'm at. I mean, 33 is old, but I still feel like I got a few good years left.
And to follow up on the extension, that'll keep you under contract too through 2026, maybe 37, I guess. Do you envision that being your last contract here? And do you think that'll make it here?
Yeah, hopefully. 37, that'd be pretty old. I'm happy where I'm at. I mean, 33 is old, but I still feel like I got a few good years left.
And to follow up on the extension, that'll keep you.
Lane Johnson's he received the extension from the Philadelphia Eagles not too long ago, a couple months ago. And he's basically saying when his deal's over, he's done. He said it's like, I believe it's 2 years on his deal. So that last year, I think Lane Johnson could be out of here. And I mean, if we're talking about 2 years from now, it's like, whoa, we need to find a right tackle. Okay. We need to find a right tackle. Lane Johnson just had a crazy, off season with his surgery and still working to, heal. So, he's older. He plans on retiring soon. Don't get me wrong. And we know who Lane Johnson is. He's the best left tackle. I mean, but left tackle and right tackle combined, he's one of the best. Okay. Some say he's a right tackle. They don't play. There's a lot of skepticism, regarding how great he is, But overall, he's the best. He's one of the best players on the team. He's probably the best player on the team, Lane Johnson. If we're being honest, okay. He's arguably the best tackle in the NFL. First ballot Hall of Famer for sure. We're gonna miss him. I feel like we need to. I mean, we have Tyler Steen, and I mean, we have people. We're replenishing the old line, but Jason Kelsey's leaving. He's about to retire. So, we need to. We need some there for sure. Because I mean, Lane Johnson, he's already hinting at retirement. So now is the time, honestly. But dog, it'll be extremely hard to replace a Lane Johnson. So to hear him, when he said he'll be done after 2 years, you heard someone gasp. They're like, whoa. The guy who asked the question is like, It's like, yes, that's a bombshell. I mean, it's not like we're gonna have these guys forever. So Lane Johnson's retirement is it's huge, man, and it's looming. It's on the horizon. So I mean, not even Lane Johnson. You have Jason Kelsey's going to eat. He's probably done after this year. These guys may go out together. Who knows? But I know I mean, as great as our offensive line is and have been, um, those two losses are going to hurt moving down the line. So it's always crazy to hear, Lane Johnson speaking on retirement. Uh, it's wacky. It's wacky for sure. But I mean, it's happening. He's older. He's 33. He's coming off a huge surgery, a major surgery. The surgery is a surgery. So at that age, he's 33. He's still the best right tackle in football by far. He's arguably, again, I believe he's the best tackle. Left tackle, right tackle. I believe he's the best tackle right now in football. So that one, it's wild to think about. He said no, he's going to retire at the end of his contract. Yeah, exactly. His contract, he'll be Harry says Jordan Davis sophomore step. Yeah, he has to take a step. Big Sar says no, he's going to retire at the end of his contract. Yeah, exactly. At the end of his contract, he's going to retire. How is this huge? I mean, our best left tackle, the best left tackle in NFL, right tackle, and the best right tackle in NFL is retiring. And if it's not this year, of course, after his contract, he's not going to be on the team. Like that's a big deal, and he's just announced it. I've never heard anything about Lane Johnson retiring or talking about retirement. So I mean, of course, this is the best player this is Lane Johnson. Come on, man. This is Lane Johnson. And we don't have a replacement. We have young guys, but I'm a bit concerned anytime you hear your best player is talking about retirement. How is that not huge? Yo, what's up, Eagle? What's up, Uncensored? This Act. What's up, Act? How's it going? Yeah, next year's draft, we need to get a tackle early. We got to get a tackle early because I would hate to not have a right tackle. I would hate to not have a right tackle. We seen how I saw the games without Lane Johnson. Who's going to yeah. That is honestly scary to think about, but hopefully these guys have something in place in case. I mean, because he's 33, he's coming off surgery. I would like to have a right tackle right now. So Tyler Steen, Cam, I mean, we lost two offensive linemen, in free agency. So that hurt us as well as far as depth. With Andre Dillard, he's a left tackle, but I mean, it's a body, and we'll have Tyler Steen, Cam Jurgens, but those are two guards. Cam is a center. Then we have Jason Kelsey. But I would love to have another body back there. Now that I'm hearing, Lane Johnson is, talking about retirement, bro. Like, come on, man. The thought of that is scary, bro. The thought of it is scary. So we need to be prepared. I would say bring in another body bring in a right tackle or something, because we know he's going to make a splash. It's just something to keep your eyes on, guys. Honestly.
Under contract here through 2026, maybe 37, I guess. Do you envision that being your last contract here? And do you think that'll make it longer?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, 37, that'd be pretty old. Yeah, I'm happy where I'm at. I mean, 33 is old, but, I still feel like I got a few good years left.
To follow up on the extension,
Yeah, after his contract, he's out of here. He's definitely out of here. So I mean, we need. Oh man, let's move. Let's move right along. Chris Sims. Chris Sims. Gosh, man, I don't know what is this. What this guy? What is his problem? Honestly, so every year, Chris Sims he comes out with a top 40, quarterbacks, top 40 quarterbacks in the NFL or whatever, right? And he lists them. Now, I did not hear about this list outside of last year. Okay, he made it last year, and it seemed pretty big. Now it's out again around the same time. So okay, I'm hip to it now. Now I see that this is really, people actually look into this as a ranking system that is like even like why is this such a thing for him? Like this shouldn't even be as popular as it is. Um because it's Chris Sims. And it's like who cares about your top 40 quarterback list? But people are going nuts right now because we're, based off where he ranked Jalen Hurts. Um and like here's just a clip. I mean, here's just a clip of Chris Sims. He was tired of all the backlash from just, the people who are defending Jalen Hurts. He's been hating on Jalen Hurts forever, okay? Uh but right here, he's had enough of the people who are like telling him, like, dude, Jalen Hurts is really good, and you're not giving him any credit. So this was last year, and it started to, it really heated up.
My point with the Super Bowl, and he did a lot of awesome things, but you know my point. It was a 10-point lead. He was on the better team. A lot of quarterbacks there in that situation would have been vilified. If Mahomes lost the game like that, he'd be vilified. Josh Allen, Burrow, whatever. That was my only point, right? And I know he still had a great game, but my point was, again, like what I was saying, that he needs to improve some areas so teams can't play them like that anymore, right? Because like I try to, and I know this, I don't mean to sound like, but again,
This makes no sense. Okay, he's basically saying Jalen Hurts is at the rating, the rank, where did he list Jalen Hurts? I believe he listed Jalen Hurts at 7. So Jalen Hurts is the 7th best quarterback. Okay. Now you kind of look at who's in front of Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is the 7th best quarterback, Trevor Lawrence from Jacksonville, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so he has Jalen Hurts above Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Matthew Stafford, Daniel Jones. But even if you look at, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is 6th. Why is Aaron Rodgers the 6th? We know Aaron Rodgers is not the 8th best quarterback. Sorry, he's at 8. So this is like this list is really. I mean, okay, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Okay, cool. You can get Justin Herbert. No, he does not deserve to be at 4. And Trevor Lawrence really does not deserve to be at 6. So you can maybe put Lamar Jackson at 4 and put Jalen Hurts at 6, or put Jalen Hurts above Lamar Jackson at 5. Okay, if Jalen Hurts is at 5, I will be able to understand this list. I will say, okay, he's a top 5 quarterback. If you have Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Aaron Rodgers ahead of you, I can't really knock that list. Okay, he's in the top 5 with the likes of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Trevor Lawrence is not he's not a top. I would not put him at. I think he's up too high. I would put Trevor at 7. But this list is wild because you put Justin Herbert at 4. Justin Herbert he hasn't even sniffed or been to I don't think he's won a playoff game. Okay. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Patrick Mahomes, top 3, cool. I can live with that. Okay. Now, if you have Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson has to be 4 and 5, or you have to put Lamar Jackson. I mean, no, not even. You got Aaron Rodgers shouldn't be at 8. Aaron Rodgers should not be at 8. So I mean, I will put Aaron Rodgers maybe at 6, but I'm squeezing. You got to put Jalen Hurts in the top 5. You got to put him in the top 5 just based off his season last year. And any list that doesn't have Jalen Hurts as a top 5 quarterback, like I wouldn't be able to agree with it. And again, it's from a guy who literally hates this man. Okay. I don't want to say hate. That's a strong word. He legitimately doesn't like Jalen Hurts.
And, again, Jalen Hurts makes them better. I know that. And like you Sports Center Instagram for like putting it out again for like the 3rd time in 3 weeks, like off, like really off ESPN Sports Center. Like seriously, they didn't put it out that in my quote last week after the Cowboys game, but they're going to wait for the game yesterday. That's why I hate social media and you ESPN Sports Center one more time on the way out.
You wait till it's relevant. You can slam someone. You just.
I just don't. I just says let's
wait for the right
opportunity. Do they not make content in there anymore? I mean, damn, stop jocking me, ESPN.
Well, in the whole context, I feel like.
So he's imploding. Okay, like because again, the hate towards Jalen Hurts that Chris Sims has, it was just so. It was just so out of the ordinary. Like it was not really cause for, because everybody see that this guy, is getting better. He like last year he had him at ranked like 30th or something. We're like, whoa, 25, like 26, 27, or in that range. I believe it was like 30. So this stuff has been boiling up. Like it's really been. It's heated with Chris Sims and the Philadelphia Eagles, honestly. And of course, I knew his list would kind of throw some shade at Jalen Hurts. Okay. Jalen Hurts should be a top 5 quarterback.
Like people think your check. Like this was in the MVP debate context. Like who is most
Invite me on Sports Center and let's have a conversation if you want to really get into this Sports Center. Invite me on ESPN, you scared little babies. There you go. Wow.
He's like
They're scared. They don't want any piece of me.
He's like a Skip Bayless. He's like he's trying to go under like the Skip Bayless mold, and under that mold, of kind of analyst or whatever you call this type of guy, right? Skip Bayless has the real hate. Just thinks LeBron James is just like such a terrible basketball player. It's like. Some guys feel that way about certain players. He feels that way about Jalen Hurts. He always gets his shots off when he can. So, but his list, I mean, bro, it's debatable for sure. It's opinionated. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I really don't look too much into it. But dog, these lists are like extremely popular every year around this time, and I don't really understand why. He's always wrong with his analysis of players. Kelsey's going to be headed out soon as well. Yeah, we're gonna lose. We're losing some guys. We will identify someone in the next 2 years to replace him. I mean, you can't not Lane Johnson, bro. You don't just find somebody to replace a Hall of Fame right tackle in the next 2 years and be like, oh yeah, we found him. No, that's not how this works, bro. And you're in an ideal scenario for like me. I would hope that would be. I would pray that happens, but it's not. Is the the chance or likelihood of us finding someone in the next 2 years to replace Lane Johnson, I don't think so. It'll maybe a guy we can plug in, or if that happens, bro, I would be so excited. I honestly wish hopefully we have him now already. Okay, because even just to hear Lane Johnson say pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, after my contract is up, I'm not playing. I'll be 37. Okay, I'm not going to be playing until 37. Which I can understand, so just what I would think about it. How you feel if Shady takes Shannon Sharp role on Undisputed? I hope he does, because now we have a Philadelphia Eagles player. We got someone else in media to defend us, because a lot of the media tries to rip the Philadelphia Eagles apart. If Shady, a former Philadelphia Eagles player with Skip, oh man, that'd be like must see. And I don't really watch that. I don't even watch that type of stuff. But if I'll tune in and see a couple clips in here and there and see, because Shady's gonna always ride with Philadelphia, him and Deshaun Jackson. So and it could kind of it combats a lot of the hate, when they just try to say, not when they try to discredit or not give our players any credit. We have guys like LaShawn McCoy, or Emmanuel Ocho from Speak for Yourself, who they can say, no. This is the actual stats, or this is the actual players who are actually good. And we're going to make that public and make it known to the world, because, bro, our players need their respect. Honestly, Chris Sims just mad he didn't live up to the hype. He was trash. Whatever next year, I know he was trash, bro. But again, this is all just his opinion. Everybody, has their opinion on what type of players are, ranked where or who's better than who. But all in all, we know Jalen Hurts. Trevor Lawrence is now. How is he ranking the list based off just accuracy or whatever? Even then, you have to give it to Jalen Hurts as far as wins and everything else. He used the reasoning to why Jalen Hurts is number 7 is because the Super Bowl he blew a 10-point lead. Jalen Hurts didn't blow a 10-point lead. Jalen Hurts fumbled and he came back and scored, and we were up at half. So we had a 10-point lead because of Jalen Hurts. The defense just let him down, So I mean, he didn't blow a lead. That's not what blowing a lead is for quarterbacks. He did not. I mean, he played the perfect game outside of the fumble, which he erased that mistake by going and scoring. So I think I think he had a perfect perfect game for me, honestly. But Chris Sims, it is what it is. Okay. Next, AJ Brown. This guy could have legit played baseball. Like, he could legit play baseball. Home runs. I mean, he was recruited by a MLB team, the Pirates or something like that. I mean, even Jalen Hurts is hitting home runs. I mean, but nah, AJ Brown looks like a professional out there. He looks like a professional. He looks like a professional. Like, why didn't he play baseball? Like AJ Brown, why didn't you play baseball? Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll be honest. He picked the wrong sport. He picked the wrong sport. I I mean he's a great receiver, so I can't say that. But man, he been making so much more. He been making so much more money. He'll be making so much more money playing baseball. Like it would have been it would have been ridiculous. J Rock says at first Hurts was a system quarterback. He is the system now. He's number 7 on Chris Sims' list. Why I'm not surprised. Yeah, man. I mean, same here. But if you look at Jalen Hurts was maybe like I want to say 26 or 27. So go from that to number 7 on dude's list is like, you know, he kind of Jalen Hurts proved to him as well. So I mean, for a hater to have him that high at 27 just shows a lot, you know. But it shows a lot. But AJ Brown, this is ridiculous. Seriously. I think he'd have made so much money playing baseball. And last but not least, Jordan Davis. I think this is Jordan Davis' season. I think this is his year. I think Jordan Davis is going to be a force to reckon with. Now, let's just hear what he has to say regarding his offseason and what things he's been working on.
Understanding that it's a bigger role. Definitely excited for this year. Definitely know what is expected of me, and I'm ready to go ahead and reach those expectations. They're asking a lot more of me, and that's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Your goals this offseason in terms of strength training and conditioning?
Strength training and conditioning. Conditioning, most importantly, and just working on get off technique. That was the biggest thing. Wanted to come in high, wanted to come in sharp.
So he's been working on strength training, conditioning, and his technique. Now, again, like I always say with Jordan Davis, if Jordan Davis can produce, if he can get some pass rush moves and actually be effective rushing a passer, or if he can just affect the game from that standpoint, I don't care if you bull rush the guy right into the quarterback or in the pocket, you're the center or guard or whoever. If you can be disruptive on passing downs, oh my God. I mean, he'll have a breakout year. If he can get pressures and sacks, up the middle, 4 or 5 sacks or 6, however many. But him with Jalen Carter and Nolan, I think they'll figure it all out. But I mean, Jordan Davis, he looks slim. He looks like he's in better shape. He looks like he's in much better shape. That's it. He's in much better shape. So he sounds like he's been working. He sounds like, his boys are there with him. So, another thing, you don't want to let your boys down. You want to produce because you're doing it for your brothers at the same time, and I think that added element, because none of them want to be the one that fail. If all of you guys are drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, Khalid Ringo, Nakobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, they all want to be good still. They don't want to be the one that, career didn't pan out, or they want to make sure they all of those guys, get better together. Like, bro, this could be perfect. This could be just the perfect combination of talent acquired for the Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman. But I mean, Jordan Davis was drafted early in the first round. We traded up to get him. He was a top 10 player. Jordan Davis was a top 10 player in that draft. And we got him. We had to, jump up to get him because Baltimore wanted him. So we got Jordan Davis, and there's a lot of expectation for this guy. He's a first round pick. Uh, um, hold on 1 second. This guy says Lane Johnson not retiring no time soon. What is your problem? Why you even trying to put that out there? Watch your mouth, bro. Who are you, bro? Like, hold on, bro. Who the fuck you think you talking to? All right, but look, Jordan Davis. I think. I mean, if we can get him to take a step or just be disruptive or become a star player, that'll do wonders for the whole team. I mean, we need somebody to step up and become. We need some superstars on our defense. I mean, because outside of Darius Slay, James Bradbury, who do we have? We need like superstar power. On our defense, and Jordan Davis, he's primed for it. And Kobe Dean, I want these guys to pan out, as well. So, whoa, that's a hot take, bro. You said Jordan Davis and Carter will be the reason the defense succeed or fail. Succeed, yes, I can see that, but fail, man. How much do you think we're going to be relying on these guys, though? Because I mean, we still have Milton Williams, Fletcher Cox, so we still have some backups there, or guys who can fill that void if they aren't having success. But I don't think it's make or break. I don't think it's like fail. I want to say fail, because we do have players that we can plug in there if they are having a bad season. So I wouldn't say fail, but it'll hurt us for sure in the run game. Yeah, that hurts to think about. Let's hope these guys actually can produce. Just stay on the field, continue to grow. But yeah, because even if you look at last year, they killed us rushing the ball. So if we don't have those two guys out there, teams are gonna use the same formula with the Philadelphia Eagles. Run the ball to clock management because they're way too explosive. This team is way too explosive to just let them keep giving them the ball and letting them stay out there. We have to limit their possessions, and they're not turning the ball over. So how are we going to take possessions away? Time of possession, keep the ball, hold the ball, and that's been our weakness. So that's a great point if that's how you're looking at it. I'm just breaking down what you're saying and seeing if there's any truth to that. Succeed, yes, they will definitely succeed if these two guys have a good season. But I mean, fail, I'm gonna have to agree with that, bro, because again, if those two guys aren't down there stopping the run, if Fletcher Cox and Milton Williams, Fletcher Cox is old. Okay, we know he's gonna, he's just a piece now for depth. Honestly, I still love Fletch. We'll have Milton Williams. I mean, I say we go get Ndamukong Suh and Linval Joseph back and run it back because I mean we need those guys down there. Keep the rotation fresh. So hopefully they're not done at. If Ndamukong Suh can come back, I'll be fine with this group right now, or if we can get one of Linval or get some guys back down there too, because we need to be stout down there, man, for sure. We need everybody fresh and ready to go. So, But I mean, if we have if Jordan Davis makes if he makes that jump, which I mean, all signs are pointing upward that he should and will, we'll be fine. You know, nobody talking about Street and Barnett. Look, I think everybody's going to thrive. I think Barnett will thrive. I think Street will thrive. Wait, Street? Is that the guy from the Bears? But I mean Barnett. I think any guy. I think whoever you plug on this defense to rush, I think they'll have a great chance of being successful because it's a group. So if you got Josh Sweat out there, you know, causing havoc, and you have Jordan Davis causing havoc, like last year, for example, right? We had Hargrave up the middle, we had Hassan Reddick, we had Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham. Those guys were causing havoc, but they were making it easier for everybody else because it's like, who are you going to try to stop? You know, you want to try to stop Hassan Reddick? Somebody, Josh Sweat is going to be over there. Or it's like they all were taking turns getting sacks because it was so hard to key in on one person. They had to double Hassan Reddick or, you know, try to get a chip on Josh Sweat. Then you get Hargrave coming up the middle. So it's like, I think whoever you plug in there can succeed if they know the system. So I think Barnett, I think he'll succeed if he comes back from his injury and he's still in shape to play. You know, if he's been actually working and, you know, he's ready to go rush the passer like never before, like rush the passer like his hair's on fire, then I can definitely see him having a great year, a bounce back breakout year. Because he was supposed to replace Brandon Graham. So we need something from this guy. We need something from him. With the team that's around him, then you got Darius Slay and them boys on the back end making sure, you know, there's nothing even for the quarterback to throw. So now the quarterback's holding on to the ball longer. You know what I'm saying? So the team, just how the team is put together, pass rushers are going to succeed and they're going to look good. You know, the defensive line should thrive, all the pass rushers, the entire defense. I forgot about Hargrave already. That's how good our offseason was. I mean, Hargrave has been good. I'm gonna give him his credit. And this year, he cashed out on it, bro. You know, like I said, with a solid, and I'm just not here to discredit Hargrave, okay? Because Hargrave was good back when our defense was like kind of iffy. He was still, you know, he was making plays. But again, you put a guy like Hargrave on an already stacked defense. Like you can plug so many pieces on this type of defense and won't miss a beat. Okay. Because the players around them, man, you know, and like you plug the right player in and know the system, and let's keep all of this, everything moving, you know, the same, you know. Of course, there's a learning curve and stuff like that, but the players gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure out the scheme. And yeah, I think you put it whoever you put on defense. Okay, now there are some guys that you can't have that we can't lose on defense. You know, like our cover guys, Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat. I feel like those two guys we cannot lose. You know, or it's going to be their production on defense will probably slow down. But I think they don't. I think they don't miss a beat. I think um, I think the defense will look better, even better. Um, but again, it's this is under. I'm saying this under the umbrella or under the impression that we're gonna get some from either Nolan Smith, something from this draft class. I don't care who it is, collectively combined. We'll see how they did collectively as a group, and we'll see, okay, how much did they actually produce to the team being effective. So I need all of it, okay? And we could just add it together as one player. Because if we can get one guy, we can get a production of one player out of this draft. I'll be now if we get production of two, if we get two guys that break out, let's say Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith have great years, right? I mean that's gonna. There's no way we don't, have a Super Bowl. Honestly, you know. So with this draft class, it's just important. We need production from this draft class. If we still had, well, listen to me, bro. I'll be honest with you. If we had Chauncey Gardner Johnson right now, I would not be like, all right, I would be ready to run him back for another Super Bowl. Honestly, you know, he was a huge piece. He was definitely a huge piece. I mean, but with Chauncey on this team, if he could stay healthy, full season, all our pieces are good and healthy, and like last year, yeah, bro, we definitely would be unstoppable with our defense right now. Yep. You know, so we need somebody to replace that production. I don't care where it comes from. It don't have to be the form of interceptions. If we can get Jordan Davis to increase his production, N'Kobe Dean, like these guys are going to have to Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. They are these guys. Even Khalil Ringo, all of the guys from Georgia are going to have to be good. Okay, honestly, they are. All of them are going to have to be good. Like we need these guys to for real pan out because we drafted a bunch of them. It's all I think our future is hinging on these Georgia boys. And this is something that has never been seen. It's unprecedented to have these like a championship team like Georgia to bring four of their players in, like in back-to-back years. I mean, core pieces of their team, some of the best players on Georgia team. Like it's too perfect for them. I mean, you're here with your guys. I mean, how can you screw how you this cannot go bad, But I need to see signs. Jordan Davis, you got to show me that. Jordan Davis and N'Kobe Dean, they're going to have to show us they can really play this year. Spotlight's going to be on them. That's actually one of the more intriguing storylines of this season. Jordan Davis and N'Kobe Dean. Are these guys going to show and prove it? Because you have to. You have to. So I think it's Jordan Davis' season. You hear me? I think I wholeheartedly, I believe it's Jordan Davis' season. I think it's Jordan Davis' season. I mean, he's working. He's working. Duffy, what's up, bro? You say this defense can be Ravens like? Ravens like? Simply based off chemistry. Oh, okay. Based off of the chemistry and talent, if they put it together, okay, I agree. Yep, I agree with that. Duffy. Like you said just based off the chemistry and talent. Yes, that's facts. You Ruiz, how's it going, bro? You said you're dropping in to show some love. I appreciate you, bro. Much love to you, bro. Fly Eagles Fly Peace 85 says, put God first. Praise God. Give God the glory. God's not dead. Surely alive. Run like a lion this season. Going to be crazy. Oh, this season going to be crazy. Go Birds for sure. God bless those Philadelphia Eagles, man. That's the saying. That's my saying on this channel. So I agree. Let's get it. Because we're gonna need some miracles, and you need a lot to fall your way to win a Super Bowl. So you need miracles and some more stuff sometimes, man. You need a little bit of luck. You need a little bit of luck. You need a little bit of luck. Um, but this is interesting with you if we can get the Ravens, if we can get like if okay, so that would mean who's going to be the Ray Lewis, N'Kobe Dean? Who's going to be that edge rusher? Terrell. Who's going to be the edge rusher? The Terrell Suggs is going to be Nolan Smith. Um, who's going to be that? Who's going to be that corner? The safety. If we can duplicate a Ravens defense with our Sidney Brown could be an Air Reed or man, who they had that dude over there, McAllister, tall, lanky. He could be a killer Ringo. So I mean, who knows? Who knows? But if these guys pan out, dog, Howie Roseman, you can just ride off to the sunset as a surefire Hall of Famer. If these dudes pan out, if all of them pan out, let's say two of these guys pan out from Georgia, Howie is going to the Hall of Fame. If one of these four guys are Hall of Fame players, Howie Roseman is going to the Hall of Fame. Without a doubt. Okay. Two of them, you get two Hall of Fame players out of this group. Let's say N'Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis, Hall of Famers. He's going to Canton. I would be seeing Howie Roseman's bust in Canton. Yo, what's up, Michael? He said, "What's up? Let's go Eagles." Can you say hi? Can you say hi? What's up, man? How's it going? Which defense is going to be better? Last year's or this year? I think this year's is going to be light years. Like dog, this year, if you thought last year's defense was better, wait till you get a load of this one. Wait till you get a load of this one. If it's going to be even better, it's going to be even better. This defense is going to be scary. It's going to be scary. Yes. It's going to be frightening. Because, I mean, okay. There are question marks. But who did we lose? We lost Hargrave, Javon Hargrave. And who do we get to replace him? The best player in the draft, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter can be better than Hassan than Javon Hargrave by the end of this year. That's what kind of talent dude has. He can be a Javon Hargrave instant replacement, like probably 10 times better. So Jalen Carter already makes our team better. If you look at who he replaced, and I think he's going to be better than Hargrave his first year in the NFL. Yes, I really do. So, I mean, I think we won that. I think we're better there. Safety, we obviously have a hole. We're obviously weaker there. So now it kind of offset. Okay, we got better by drafting Jalen Carter, but then we got worse with our safety. So, we're still the same team defensively. Okay. Now, if you look at Nolan Smith. He's the dog. Let's say this year he just has an amazing year. We'll have Nolan Smith on the edge with Hassan Reddick and Jalen Carter. But I mean, it all has to play out well. It's like a perfect, it'll all have to play out. It'll all have to just like the planets will have to be in perfect alignment for this to. But it's a masterful plan. But if it plays out that way, bro, I could definitely see us being better, our defense being better than last year. I could definitely see it. But all of it is gonna have to play out, bro. It's gonna all have to pan out perfectly. I really want 4 games this year. Cowboys game, Bills game, and Chiefs. Bro, I want all of them. I want all W's. You said forcing turnovers. I mean, you're probably gonna be forcing turnovers. I mean, as much as we get into if we can get, I don't know, because I think we'll be good. I think the turnovers, that's just gonna be based off aggression. With our team, if we show a little bit more aggressiveness, which that's what they're preaching, then I think we'll have a bit more. But if you're getting to the quarterback, you get forced fumbles, sacks, you rattle the quarterback. With our cover guys, I mean, I think we're good as far as the turnovers are going to just come naturally, if we're aggressive. But I think they'll come naturally. But yeah, guys, that's the stream. I'll give you guys another stream in a couple more days. We touched on a lot. Lane Johnson, retiring. He talks about retirement after his contract is up. So that's frightening. Then we have Mr. Chris Sims ranking Jalen Hurts at 7th. I mean, like, you think Jalen Hurts is the 7th best quarterback? Come on, dog. That's just outrageous. He's definitely in the top 5. But this guy, he's a hater, so that's what you expect from haters. AJ Brown with a baseball bat in his hand, he's like, stay away from him because like he's hitting home runs left and right. Look at this. And of course, it's Jordan Davis season. I'm looking forward to having him. I'm looking forward to him have a great year. I'm looking forward to a great year. I'll get up with you guys in the other stream. I'm out. Go Birds.